Gravity Falls, a show of humor, mystery, and casual viewing. Unless you're me. My name is Christian. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed as Tipper Pines and about to rewatch the entire series. Rest assured, there's a perfectly logical explanation.
Alright, now we move on to Land Before Swine. And this is actually a really good episode. It doesn't really set up too many important things for the future, but it definitely has a lot of good character relationships that will definitely be set up for the future of the series. And the main premise of this episode is that Mabel and Waddles kind of continue their friendship, but that kind of gets in the way of business at the Mystery Shack. And Colonel Stan gets really upset about that. And then one day when Colonel Stan is giving a tour of the Mystery Shack, Waddles kind of gets in the way again. So he kicks Waddles out while Mabel is away. And then while Waddles is out, he gets swooped up by a giant pterodactyl, which gets teased in the opening of the episode. So then when Mabel comes back and then realizes that Waddles is gone, Stan lies and says that, a creature took him, but I fought against him and everything like that. So Mabel kind of believes him. Colonel Stan still feels guilty. So they decide to go on a quest to find Waddles along with Dipper and Seuss, or kind of have their own kind of tension on their own, because Seuss is a very kind of incompetent character and kind of gets in the way of all of Dipper and Mabel's adventures and everything like that. So there's kind of conflict there. So the four characters are kind of at odds with each other. Mabel realizes that Stan was lying about trying to protect Waddles, but then actually is the whole reason why he was taken. So they kind of go on this adventure. They meet up with Old Man McGucket, and they kind of go underground to the caverns of Gravity Falls, and they realize that there's a bunch of dinosaurs that were trapped in sap, and a couple of the dinosaurs become important later on the line for the end of the series. So they have this fun adventure, this very Jurassic Park inspired adventure, and they eventually find Waddles, save him, battle the pterodactyl. Grunkle Stan realizes how important Waddles is to Mabel, and eventually fights against the pterodactyl, rescues Waddles, and they're able to escape. Unfortunately, Old Man McGucket was a casualty, got eaten by the pterodactyl, and then at the very end we get revealed that I ate my way through a dinosaur. So I think that was a really funny twist for sure. Then we get a couple Easter eggs here and there. The photo that Dipper takes of the pterodactyl is actually one of the photos that is in the opening theme song, so I think that's a really cool Easter egg for sure. And then the underground caverns were actually referenced in Lyndon's camouflage suit, so I think that was really fun for sure. And then the ability to put creatures that were trapped in a liquid substance to solidify was kind of set up in Irrational Treasure with Quentin Tremblay being encased in peanut brittle, so I think that was a good kind of callback for that for sure. We also get a couple cryptograms. During Stan's fantasy sequence, his back is turned and we see his bare back, and where his burn mark should be are instead the letters OLHV, and when decoded using the Caesar cipher it says lies. We also get a cryptogram at the end which translates to "It works for pigs," which is a reference to the Bobby Renzobi infomercial the kids are watching on TV, and Bobby Renzobi is a reference to Rob Renzetti, the show's supervising producer. Yeah, overall it's a really fun episode, great adventure story, a lot of really good humor and really cool action, and a lot of great character relationships for sure.